Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, coming at you with another video. And I saw the Sonic 3 movie and it was fan-fucking-tastic. It was so good. I even got the bucket. I got the bucket at the movie theater. It was awesome. This is actually a really good bucket, by the way. It's like metal. And like Sonic and Shadow and everything, it's like embossed. So this is a really good bucket. So I'm definitely going to use this for something in the future. But the movie was fucking fantastic. I am going to get into spoilers in this video. So if you just want my general overall thoughts, I thought it was a great movie. The action in the movie is amazing. The characters are really good. And I think the biggest thing that, in my opinion, this is the best out of the trilogy so far. It's better than Sonic 1, it's better than Sonic 2. Sonic 3 is the best one yet. And one big reason for that is they don't focus on the human characters in this one. It is pretty much all focused on Sonic, and when it's not focused on Sonic, it's focused on Shadow. And when it's not focused on Shadow, it is focused on Robotnik. And there's no like dumb human side plots or anything. They even work like the human characters into the story. So it's basically like they get the human characters to help them at a point in the movie that they work their human characters in very well. And it's pretty much all strictly story. There's no dumb like 20-minute wedding sequence that is completely unrelated to what's actually going on in the plot, like in Sonic 2. So yes, definitely Sonic 3 is so fucking good. It's the best one out of all of them. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. If this is the video that convinces you to go see it, definitely go see it. It's so freaking good. If you are a Sonic fan, you will enjoy this movie. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to get into spoilers here. And there's only a few things I want to talk about. Again, the movie's fantastic. The action is amazing. And what I like is how much action's there. Because you got a lot of action in the beginning with like kind of like the race that Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles does. That's really short, but then you get like the first fight with like Sonic and Shadow, which is awesome. Shadow on the fucking motorcycle, like picking up the gun. It's so fucking cool, dude. And just them fighting and then going up that like Tokyo Tower and like finishing off. It's so fucking amazing. So the action in this movie is fantastic. My favorite scenes are the Super Sonic and Super Shadow fight. That is so fucking cool. It is everything that like every Sonic fan wanted to see. Because again, and what I'm surprised about is the game or the story or the movie really adapted a lot of scenes from the game in interesting ways. It's not like a one-for-one at all, but they do throw in quite a few references, and like a lot of the stuff that happens in the game kind of happens in the movie, but not in the same way. It's really interesting. Like, one thing is, like, Sonic goes from, like, a helicopter, like, gun picks Sonic up in a helicopter to go fight Shadow in the beginning of the movie, and Sonic even says the line, like, no food or movies? This flight's terrible. I'm out of here. He even says that line in the movie, which I thought was fucking hilarious. So that was super good. Again, the fight scenes, the action is amazing. Like, honestly, probably the best part about the whole movie is when, like, Sonic and Shadow are on the moon, and they make up, and, like, they like, Sonic, like, grabs, like, like, they hold hands, and Sonic pulls them up, and then they, like, slap their other hands together with the Chaos Emerald spinning around, and they both turn super to go stop, the Space Colony Ark. So fucking awesome. And the best part about it is they're playing Live and Learn the entire time. So this is the first Sonic movie that actually used game music for like the first fucking time. And it's so good. It makes the movie so much fucking better. So again, I really do like the focus on like Sonic and Shadow. And Jim Carrey's Eggman was great in this movie. He plays both Ivo Robotnik and Gerald Robotnik. So Eggman and then his grandfather. And it's pretty good. It's honestly interesting to think of what if Eggman did meet his grandfather. I never really, like, thought of that before. And, even though like Jim Carrey's Eggman is a lot more silly and it's not really like how Eggman would really act in like the games, but I think that would be like an interesting like what if scenario. But he did great. Again, very loony, very like kind of funny. He really enjoys the role of Eggman, and he does great, and it's really entertaining to watch. But yeah, no, the Supersonic fight, Jim Carrey was great, and the movie actually focuses a lot on Jim Carrey and him being Eggman and Gerald Robotnik. There's a lot of scenes that are focused on them, and they're actually really good. So that being said, I think the movie was fantastic. I really enjoyed the story. I thought it was pretty good. It was an interesting adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2. And the last thing I want to talk about is the post-credit scene, which I thought was super fucking cool. So, on the post-credits, Sonic races Tails and Knuckles again, and Sonic overshoots the finish line and ends up in New York. And but like a forest in New York, not like New York City, but like some foresty area of New York. And then, out of nowhere, Metal Sonic appears right behind him. And what I found interesting about the end, like the post-credit scene, is how long it was. Because I thought it was going to end with, like, Sonic just standing there, Metal Sonic, like, appearing, like, right behind him. I thought it was going to just, like, cut there. But no, it goes on. They actually have, like, a little bit of, like, a back and forth. And Sonic, like, hits him. And then, several other Metal Sonics show up and, like, surround Sonic. And then Amy Rose comes in with like a cloak and her hammer and just like blows them all up real quick, which I thought was super cool. And now, being a super big Sonic nerd, I don't know if these are exact references to this, but it might just be coincidence. But Amy Rose coming out in a kind of like hood and like cape. In the Archie Sonic comic, Amy actually has a cousin called Robbo the Hedge, who is like a teal color looking Sonic, but he's basically a ripoff of Robin Hood, and he has like the hood and the cape, and he uses like a bow and arrow. So I don't know if that was like a reference to that. Probably not. That's probably me just looking into it too much. But I thought it was super cool, and I definitely like Amy's look. Her look looks great. I don't know if they're gonna keep the whole like cape and hood for like the movie. She might have just been wearing that for like her teaser appearance, but it looked good. It looked good on Amy. But the thing I do want to talk about is the possible plot for the next Sonic movie, and I would be shocked if they're pulling from this. But basically, since we had multiple Metal Sonics, in the British Sonic comic, Sonic the Comic, Metal Sonic is handled differently than he is from like the games and other interpretations of him. Basically, he's a part of a group called the Metallics, where there is a main evil Metal Sonic that has other Metal Sonics like serving him, and he uses them to try to like take over the world and stuff. So honestly, watching that post-credit scene made me think, like, are they going like pulling stuff from Sonic the comic, the British Sonic comic? And if they are, that's a deep fucking cut. I was not expecting that. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see what Sonic 4 is going to be. But if you haven't seen Sonic 3, I definitely recommend go seeing it. It is a super good movie. But other than that, guys, I'm Shin0525. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about Sonic 3 down in the comment section below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That does help me out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.